Hey guys, it is Michelle. Today I'm finally able to relax because I had something not so fun happen today, but I had two things happen to me. I had like the best text message of all time that like completely snapped me out of the bad mood that I unfortunately was in, and then Pink Sparkles came out with there goes my phone, came out with a tag video, and I love Pink Sparkles. She's one of my favorite girls on YouTube of all time, and it was a really fun tag, and I haven't done one of these in a very long time. So I'm gonna get started. This one is called, what should you call it? Crazy for food tag. I'm not sure if I'm crazy for food. To me, it's a way of sustaining yourself, but who doesn't appreciate or enjoy food? I've never heard somebody say, oh, I hate food. Hello, my phone might be doing that a lot, and I apologize ahead of time. But shall we start? The first one is, what food could you eat every day? I love crab. I love crab to the heavens. And I think we got a motorcycle coming. Yep, we do. I love crab meat. Just give me, I don't even eat butter. I'll eat the crab just the way it is. In salad, just the way it is. I just have too much fun with crab. And scallops. Those are my two I can't live without. What's your favorite restaurant? It's called the Brandywine. It's an Italian place here, and I love it. It's like probably the best Italian food in the area. As far as seafood, any place on Cape Cod, there's so many wonderful places out there. But yeah, there's not too many really good seafood places around here. What city has the best food you've ever had? That I just kind of answered it. I would have to say Cape Cod. We went to a few places there. The one was called the Skipper, which was amazing, absolutely incredible. They have a chain of restaurants there called Hearth and Kettle, which also has really good food. Yeah, Cape Cod by far, because I love seafood. What do you get on your sub? I normally get BLTs. Sometimes I'll do turkey, and I will get on there like either a spicy chipotle like Subway has, or mayo, and there's lettuce, tomato, and onion, olives, and jalapenos. I don't do cheese though, but yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you get on your pizza? I like anything on pizza. What I traditionally like on pizza though is broccoli. If I can get broccoli, mushrooms, and onions all at once, I will, but I prefer broccoli on there. Is there a food you've always wanted to try? I normally try the foods that, I gotta think about that one for a second. Is there a food I've always wanted to try? Actually, there is one. I've never tried bison. I heard that it's like it's really good for you and that it's really lean. I've seen like some of the stores actually carry it, but I don't even know, like, I wouldn't even know how to prepare it or how to cook it, like what you would do with it besides the food, you know, besides the bison. But I've always wanted to try bison. It's always been something that I've been interested in. Tell me about your worst restaurant experience. Okay, this was this year actually, and I was really ticked the heck off about it. It was Joey's birthday, and in the immediate city, area that we live in, there's not a lot of restaurants unless you're into like McDonald's. Not that there's anything bad with McDonald's, but I mean, for a birthday, you don't want McDonald's typically unless you're 6. So it was Joey's birthday, and his mother came over, and she doesn't like to travel too far because she lives really far away from us as is. So she wanted to go to a place where we could have a nice meal, and we went to this one place. And I'm not going to mention the name because it's like a lot of people in the area love that place. And we get there, and there's nobody there, and it's Friday night. The place is dead, absolutely dead. So we get there and we wait for the waitress. Now she might have been on her break, and that's fine, but it took her like 20 minutes to come to the table, which is fine. But by this point we knew what we wanted to eat. We ordered, and literally it was just burgers. And this place is a little bit everything. It's Italian, it's American, but we ordered 4 burgers between the 4 of us, and we waited 45 minutes. Now keep in mind, there's only maybe 1 at the table in the place and 3 waitresses sitting at the bar not doing anything. I don't know why it took us like 45 minutes to get these burgers, but I've been to places before that you get them fairly quickly. Hey, Desi. So that annoyed me a little bit. Then when we got the food, the fries were cold, and I was just kind of annoyed about that. The drinks didn't even bother as we wanted refills. There was no utensils or napkins. We had to ask for napkins. Not that you need utensils for a burger, but you know, we had to ask for napkins because normally your utensils are wrapped in the napkin. So we ate, and like I said, the food wasn't, it was cold, it wasn't, it just wasn't cooked properly. The one burger was burnt, burnt to like black burnt, which, I mean, I am not normally very picky, but, you know, you made us wait 45 minutes. I expect the food to at least be hot. So anyway, yes. An hour goes by, and the waitress is like, oh, here, let me go get your check. Never asked if we wanted drinks. She never came back and checked on the table, which for me, I've waitressed before. You need at least to check on the table once for me to give you a tip. That's all I look for. I'm not looking for anything crazy. Just be nice. Come to the table, see if I need anything once, and then you're going to get a beautiful tip. And if you go out of your way, you're going to get a huge tip. But, so she went to go, Bessie, come here, honey. She sees my neighbor working on their car. So she knows them, but she's like freaking out. So we sit and we're waiting for the check. Now we have plans to go home and do Joey's birthday cake and everything like that. And it's getting a little late, and his mother has to work the next day. So I think we waited 20 minutes for this check, and it's getting to the point where we weren't happy with the meal as it was. Now it's getting super late, and we're running out of time, which she ended up having to leave, and we couldn't do what we originally planned because of this experience. So we start getting up, and then the girl's like, oh, let me get your check. Well, what were you doing the past 20 minutes? All you had to do is, if you wanted your cigarette break or whatever you were doing, you could have just, you know, given us the check and had your cigarette and done what you had to do. Anyway, I don't know. I think her boyfriend was there. I think she had her boyfriend nearby, and she kept ignoring the table because of that. It's unprofessional. But I haven't been back to the place since then. And even the times before I went there, I mean, I had one previous experience at that place that I wasn't happy about, but I gave them another shot, and it was like, okay, service, but this did it. I was done. And the food wasn't even like it was, they're not reasonably priced. So I was a little upset with that. And Desi's barking. So, who's a better cook, your mom or your dad? My mom. My dad, he has set the petunias on fire, like barbecuing. Yeah, my mother's definitely the better cook. My dad does not cook. No. What is one food you just fail at making? The one food that I fail at making. I gotta think about this one. I would say the one food that I tend to, for me, I think it's perfect, but for Joey's taste, would have to be steak. I like mine rare. I just want it slightly warmed on either side, and boom, I'm happy. Joey likes his well done, and for some reason it's like shoe leather if I do it well done. I don't know. That's the one thing I've always had trouble making, was like the perfectly cooked steak. And I know it's like not that difficult for people. It's like super easy. But then again, I got a new stove now, so maybe I should try again and see what happens. But that was always my one thing. I had trouble doing a perfectly cooked steak. But we don't eat a lot of red meat either, so maybe that's why I just am out of practice. I don't know. Name your least favorite food. Eggs. I don't like eggs. I've tried them as an adult so many different ways. I just don't like them. I don't like the texture. I just don't like it. It just grosses me out. And then somebody put in the idea in my head that it was an unfertilized egg, so it's a chicken menstruation, and that just really kind of grosses me out. And that just, I can't do it. Can't do it. I've tried. Raw or cooked veggies? I do both. That's really difficult. I guess I eat more roasted than I do raw, but I eat both, like, simultaneously. So that's a really tough one. Yeah, that's really tough. I can't really answer that. How do you like your steak? As rare as it can get. Like I said, just warm it up a little bit on each side, and as rare as I can possibly have it. Like, I'm a little vampire when it comes to my cows. Do you enjoy cooking or baking better? I really like baking. I do the majority of the cooking in the house. I really do enjoy baking when I have the time. I make all kinds of different like little concoctions and cupcakes and stuff like that. But I do really enjoy cooking. I like entertaining and stuff like that. And when somebody appreciates your cooking, it's always a lot of fun. So I don't know. I guess I like cooking more, but I like baking too. But I guess cooking more. What's your favorite fast food place? And name 5 items on the menu. I love Wendy's. Oh my god. Now name 5 items on the menu. At least you're not timed in this, so that's good. The spicy chicken, which is my absolute favorite. Then there's the Baconator. Oh, okay. Chicken nuggets. Do French fries count? I think so. They're on the menu. I said chicken nuggets, French fries, and sour cream baked potato. Ah, I did it. I probably could name more, but I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Name a food place you wish was closer to you. There's 2. Okay. I'm going to have to say Wendy's. Five Guys is a close second, but the last 2 times we went, they really got chintzy on the fries. Like they didn't give you, I don't know, maybe this is all of them. But this one in particular, we went twice, and like we always ordered the small because Joey and I could share it. But this last time, like they literally just put like 5 little fries in the cup kind of thing, so that's not gonna kill it for me and Joey. So we're gonna have to start getting the large, I guess. But that's the only reason that like would change my mind, because like they got. I mean, I don't care as long as you fill up the little cup. You don't have to fill the bag, you know. But at least let people know that if you're changing that, it could just be the place that we're going out of the 5 Guys. I don't know if that's all of them that stopped doing that, but this one did. So definitely Wendy's. I would love to have one of those closer to home. That would be amazing. I love Wendy's. Or an Aunt Annie's pretzel place. Oh my god, I love pretzels like you wouldn't believe. I love pretzels. Ultimate favorite dessert. Ooh, ultimate favorite dessert. I love strawberry shortcake. I would say that's my favorite. Every year, when I have my birthday cake, it has to be white cake with fresh strawberries inside. I don't like the custardy kind. With either fresh, I'll do either fresh whipped cream on the cake or buttercream, but the inside needs to be fresh strawberries, and that's it. Because I don't like it when they're kind of in that jelly stuff. I mean, I'll eat it, but it has to be fresh strawberries. Like I can tell the difference between if they're fresh or if they've been sitting in a can for a while. I want fresh. Even if it's in the gel, it can be as long as they're fresh. Okay. What food do you gravitate to more towards at a party or get together? I love chips and dip. That's like my favorite. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Chips and dip is like my go-to thing. Favorite food to eat at Christmas? Besides chips and dip? My favorite food for Christmas. That's tough. Maybe not so tough. It's called rouladen. It's a German dish. My mother typically only makes it twice a year. One of those times is Christmas. Sometimes we get it on Easter. But it's a thin piece of beef. And there's 2 different ways of making it depending on which area of Germany you're from. The way my mother makes it is she puts chopped up onions, carrots, parsley, and bacon inside it and rolls it up like a prosciutto, and you hit it with a toothpick, and then you brown it with a gravy, and you make it with spätzles or spätzles, however you pronounce it, and it is so good. I know it is also made with mustard and pickle. I prefer the one with the bacon in it personally, but rouladen is one of those things. It's kind of it takes a lot of time to make and stuff, so that's definitely one of those things that I absolutely love. That is definitely one of those foods that I look forward to every Christmas, because it's normally a Christmas thing that we do that. Okay, what is the first food that comes to mind right now? For some reason I'm thinking spinach pizza. Spinach pizza sounds really freaking good. Do you have any weird food habits? Okay, I do have one, and I blame my mother for it, like, massively. What happened was, I think I might have been 15 or 16 years old, and my mother had gotten meningitis. So, no, very bad situation. Yes, I understand. So anyway, she was sick, and somebody gave us fresh green beans from one of their gardens. Because it was in the middle of summertime. I remember that much. Anyway, we're eating, and I have my fresh green beans. As I'm getting ready to eat one of them, I see something black in the one side of the green bean, and it was the head of a caterpillar. So I guess my mother was cleaning them, because at this point, this was after the meningitis. She had nerve damage because she went undiagnosed for, I want to say, 5 to 6 weeks. It was a very bad situation. I mean, if you want me to get more into that story about that time, I mean, I thought about doing a series about memories from the past, but we'll do that in another video, obviously. Anyway, so that killed green beans for me, like fresh green beans, forever. They either had to be frozen or canned, and I inspect every darn one before it goes in my mouth after that. It really freaked me out. So I guess that's the only food habit, is that if it's a green bean, I have to inspect every little aspect of it. Like, it's too much work to be worth eating them for me. Okay, okay, so we did that. What holiday is your favorite for food? See, that's kind of difficult because each holiday we do different foods. Your favorite holiday for food? That's really difficult. It would be a toss-up. I mean, that is hard. Wow, that's really hard. I'm going to say Thanksgiving on this one, because I love poultry. We don't eat a lot of red meat, me and Joey. So I would have to say Thanksgiving on this, and there's tons of like cooked vegetables, which I go crazy for. But I love Christmas too, but I'm gonna have to say Thanksgiving on this one, but I like the ambiance of the Christmas holiday better. But food-wise, I guess I'm gonna have to say Thanksgiving. What is one food you would never try? One food I would never try. I gotta think about that one. Hold on. I think oh man, I can't remember the name of it. It's an Asian thing. It's a duck egg, but the embryo's inside still. Oh, I forget what it's called. But like when you open it, like you still see the baby duck in it, but it's cooked. Like, that's one thing I'll never eat. I can't do that ever, or anything with a bug. I can't eat scorpion or no bug. I gotta be really darn hungry to eat a bug. Let me put, you know what I mean? I can't do it. I'll have to be starving before I can put a bug in my mouth. Let's see. Do you know your best friend's favorite food? We do a lot of Italian dishes. I want to say it's lasagna with her. But normally when I'm with her, we're making things with gummy bears. And I know, I think it's lasagna. I love her to pieces. Her name's Danielle. She's like my bestie. But we don't do a lot of food eating when we're together. It's either shopping or running around town or filling little gummy bears with vodka and other alcohols that you shouldn't be doing that with. But yeah, she's awesome. Okay, what's the best thing your mom makes? The best thing, rouladen is definitely one of them. But if I had to, I kind of answered that with the Christmas food. But the best thing my mother makes, there's a little bug that's like driving me crazy, so that's why I'm like doing this. Oh, the best food makes it still hard. She makes this turkey soup that is like amazing, like restaurant quality. It's a red based soup with barley in it, and the turkey, she normally uses that, like, we get that around a lot with Thanksgiving and like the holidays when she's making turkeys. And it is like my favorite soup, especially when you're sick. It's got everything in there. It's got carrots, it's got the celery and the onions. It is just so good. I love it. That I have to say is like probably one of her best. And gravy. My mom's side's German, so I mean they know how to make a gravy. Oh my god, what? Whew. I love gravy. Just give me gravy in a gravy boat and noodles or something to put the gravy on, and I am a happy camper. Okay, what's your favorite style of egg? As I already told you, I do not like eggs. I've tried them, scrambled, everything that they've had on here, scrambled, boiled, poached, over easy or sunny side up. I don't like eggs. I can't get past the texture, and we got into the story earlier. We won't do it again. Name your favorite restaurant that closed down. It closed down in this area, but I do know that this restaurant still exists, and that's Arby's. I love Arby's, but the ones around us shut down, which is a shame. They were delicious. Oh my god, so good, that food. Do you like your bread lightly toasted or dark? I prefer darker. I like a little bit of a crispness. Do you like spicy foods? Absolutely. I could live on spice. Joey doesn't, so that kind of makes some dishes a little challenging. But I love spice. The hotter the better. If I'm not crying and my nose isn't running, it's not hot enough. Seafood? Absolutely. The only thing I can't eat is squid or calamari because I learned that I am very allergic to it. I learned at a very young age my throat will swell shut if I eat either of those things, unfortunately. First food that comes to mind that is green, and I'm thinking zucchini. I don't know why. Actually, yeah, because I've been cooking. I got this huge bushel of zucchinis recently, and I've been cooking with those a lot lately. And I don't normally, it wasn't one of those foods that I normally cook a lot with, but it was like fresh and delicious, and that is it. So that was Pink Sparkle's Crazy for Food tag, which is a lot of fun. And if you guys choose to do this as well, let me know. I'd like to see it. And I'm going to do like she did. I'm going to tag everybody as well. So, that was a lot of fun. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. You take care. Bye.